So let's say if you are charging 1x in India to the clients, how is it different in different countries? Like US में कितना कर सकते हैं 5x, 10x? कैसे
नहीं
कैसे
वैसे नहीं
depend
होता
करता
है.
है?
So that's not the right way to think, Kushal. See, what happens is, obviously the dollar is 84 rupees. So you can't, there's a purchasing power parity. A bottle of Coke, okay, in India will be 15 rupees. It's like 99 cents or $1 there. So there's a parity there. A PPP is 4 or 5 or 3 or whatever that be. So the dollar, you can't equate professional services by hourly rates which are different in India versus US. The cost of living is different, standard of living. The way to think is, am I qualified to operate in the US? Am I licensed there? If I'm licensed there, I should live there. I should then move there. I should do professional service there. Yes, accounting outsourcing होता है, पर उसमें फिर hourly rate हो जाती है. $18, $10, $15. Again, there, what's the game you are playing? So again, I go back to this whole point of risk versus reward. Obviously, if you are sitting in India and you work overseas, you will get a better charge out rate. The question is, are you competent to get that? Lawyers do that very well. But again, everybody say we are restricted to the Indian law. Similarly, if I'm licensed overseas, great. But I'm not licensed overseas, I cannot give overseas advice sitting here. I may be going wrong. I may be misleading somebody. Even tax, very complicated. US tax, Australian tax, UK tax, very complicated. So either you focus and then go all way. फिर खाली वही करो, because if you start doing that, you can't do a lot of other things.
So one of my friends actually, he was telling me that he charges rupees 5,000 for filing one income tax return of an Indian client, and he, by sitting in India, he also files income tax returns of people who are in the US. And he was telling me that he charges 60,000 rupees per client for filing the same income tax return, which takes the same amount of time. And these are Indian residents, like Indian citizens who are settled in US.
Right.
So I was just trying to compare that by sitting here only. He was now trying to focus more on US clients because they are paying like almost 12x as compared to what the Indian client is paying.
It's very relative. ऐसे बहुत कम लोग हैं. I'm assuming he understands US taxation.
Yeah.
Therefore, he is able. So it's an investment that he has done. Correct. He's just living in India, but he's actually a US accountant. So it's like this, let me take a simple example. If I'm a surgeon, I can even operate in a UK hospital. If I'm licensed, I can go there and work. Why will I operate in an Indian hospital? Look at a heart surgery as an example. If the cost here is $3,000-4,000, where cost is $40,000, $50,000, $100,000. Same you can if you think of it. Yeah. It's my ability to operate. If I can run that practice sitting here, great. I would say full kudos to him. But remember, risk versus rewards. He should be then updating himself. He should be licensed. He should not do things which are not for a licensed person. So you basically do what you're allowed to do. If you're doing that, then that's a great model. Certainly. And then the whole profession opens up. ICI has, so many programs around it. One can attend those programs and learn where is the profession heading. Look at AI in accounting as an example. We have a digital accounting standards board, which has got standards, okay, for a lot of use of technology and all. One can specialize in that. It's a great field. Even international people come to us to learn. There are a lot of international conferences that happen, but one should take the pain and understand what is the Digital Accounting Standards Board saying, what are they really, where are they taking the profession to? And then one can be a technology service provider to accounting firms in India and overseas. Very few people are doing that. And there you are combining technical knowledge, which your auditing and accounting knowledge, which your accounting profession knowledge. So that could be an excellent area. When an Infosys does technology for banks, they've productized a Finacle, for example, right? And they keep earning revenues, subscription model, SaaS model. Similarly, what has ClearTax done? They're solving a real problem. They are tax return by 5,000 rupees. They may be doing for 1/3 of that or 1/4 of it or free, right? So you can use technology and do wonderful products, and it could be for any country. And then you can charge. If you know the law of that country, you know how tax returns are done. Why not? So accounting profession में 3-4 चीज सब कर ही सकते हो globally.
Yeah.
But I see the opportunity in cross-border. If one has a base and knowledge and understanding, absolutely the world is your oyster. There's so many countries which are very, like you can, Russia. I know war वगैरह चल रही है, and Japan. We know firms who focus on that.
Meaning?
So basically, you work with those, you should know the knowledge, you should know the systems there, you should know the language there, and you are their preferred service provider sitting here. There are firms who focus on certain sectors, जैसे insurance industry, right? Now I only work with insurance companies and reinsurance companies in the insurance sector. I'm the best at that. There are firms who focus on entertainers. There are firms who focus on a particular segment and be the best at it. So that's like vertical, and horizontal in some way, but really vertical expansion in that I want to be the best at this. I took the PLI example. So similarly, you can pick any country and then wear the hat saying that I understand this country. I travel there enough. I'm licensed there. I speak with authority. And then people will want to learn from you. Look at economists, right? Economists who are Indian economists will talk about India, but they understand economy of the world. A US economist will have a global view. Similarly, Indian accountants can have a global view. You got to learn, you got to have that deep passion to learn, understand. You have to be able to compare the accounting language in every country. That's how you keep getting better and better. It's an investment of time and patience and efforts. Nothing happens overnight. International tax, Kushal, वो तो आपके सामने है. India has signed double tax avoidance treaties with 78 plus countries. Pick up those treaties, learn that, and then you can advise clients lock, stock, and barrel. There's an amazing set of professionals who practice international tax in the country. That's an amazing area. And it'll take you deeper and deeper into the tax profession. Very, very niche, very technical. Lot of interesting transactions have happened. And one can, if one spends time and efforts investing in subjects like these, one can get good dividends.
If you learned something new from this video, do share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel so that we can bring you the best content possible. Also, if you want to watch this entire episode, click on the link in the description box and you can go to Kushal Lodha YouTube channel and watch the entire podcast episode. Thank you so much for watching this and have an amazing day.